Good Thursday, G-Force, Tom Ginn. Hey, yesterday was Wednesday. Some people title that Hump Day and looking for Friday. This is the best day of my life. Gratitude, one of the most powerful words and attitudes you can have to incorporate in everything you do by the moment. Being grateful. It does negate negativity. It brings new awareness and puts a smile on your face under all circumstances. So, gratitude. G is for gratitude. Hey, before I forget, we're going to get into today's topic out of the ABCs of Attitude, Get Attitude by Glenn Bill. We're going to talk about Q. We're on the letter Q today. But before I get going on that, I want to make sure that you are marking and sharing and tagging your friends for tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, noon Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific. So I'm bringing on a friend, a colleague, and it's going to be a fun, insightful interview. And this is who we are bringing on tomorrow. Wow. Mark Rodriquez from New York. I believe that's probably Central Park. He is the president of his own company, Auto Clinic Care, Inc. But he's going to share some pretty powerful, we're going to have powerful information on how he's dealing with some struggles he's gone through, and give you some insight how he's getting through that. But I look forward to our interview tomorrow with Mark. So tag your friends, turn on your notifications, share this out, be ready to engage, have an opportunity to meet a friend, colleague, Mark Rodriquez. So today we are going to be talking about this principle, Q. Quick to serve, commit, and connect. And it's a principle that's coming out of this book, The ABCs of Attitude, Get Attitude, Glenn Bill. These are some of the principles I use in my coaching about attitudes. Attitudes are nothing more of your thinking. And we're not talking about the conscious mind or the reasoning mind or intellectual mind. We're talking about the attitude that's formed on the inside, your programming. What is that, your disposition about attitude? What is your belief about attitude? You know, when we look at attitude, we could take a look around us, and everything that is occurring in our life is direct relationship to an attitude, a belief, either positive or negative. It's accumulation. So we can take a look at our results and start tracking that back. What is my thinking, or what was my attitude around that situation, that person, that opportunity? And the results will always manifest themselves based on your attitude. And they're formed in many different ways. They're formed by our culture, excuse me, having some difficulty there. It's programmed into us from our environment, what we see, what we hear. And we're operating at a subconscious level on our attitudes. And our attitudes are nothing more than thoughts and beliefs. And we have attitudes about everything. But today, real briefly, we're just going to talk about Q and the ABCs of attitude, get attitude. See, the world is changing. It's always changing, but it is changing faster than ever before. And our ability to adapt in an ever-changing world that's moving fast, we have to adapt. We have to recognize quicker what's our attitude about the speed. What is the attitude that's happening right now? See, if we don't change with it, we're going to be left behind. We're going to be left behind. The universe operates at light speed. Everything, our thoughts. And so if we understand that and we can adapt to speed, your game will change. Your life will change. But so many people are complacent with what's going on. They're apathetic. And not being able to adapt is going to keep you stuck. Going to keep you stuck. Complacency. Same old thing, day in, day out. Being comfortable with the way things are. Apathy. So my question for you today, knowing that things are moving quickly, we have to be able to adapt. What's your attitude about speed? Being able to make a decision. And I went through this the other day is no matter what's happening around us now, no matter how fast things are moving, and we have a clear vision of the outcome we seek, we're able to make decisions quickly, firmly, decisively. But if we don't have a clear picture, the speed we can't recognize. See, when we have a vision, it slows everything down. It's what I call it the zone. It puts everything in life in a zone. It's sort of like an athlete. They see everything in slow motion when they're in a zone, even though nothing has changed, but within their mind, everything is slowing down. They're able to respond and react. And they'd be able to make a commitment to the decision. They're able to make that commitment to the decision. So how are you responding to speed? Are you quick to serve? Are you quick to leave somebody in a better place? So this whole thing about speed, if we're not adapting, we're going to be left behind. And see, that's a decision you get to make. You've heard this saying, you're either on the bus or under the bus. Let's think about that for a moment. We've heard that statement, but here's a different perspective. Do you just want to be a passenger on the bus? Or do you want to be driving the bus? Quick to serve. You become the driver. You're no longer a passenger. You're not apathetic. You're not complacent. You're driving. You know where you're going. You have a clear vision. And I've always been one open to drive. Take risk. I don't want to be the passenger. I want control of the steering wheel. But I also understand this, that I have to have an attitude of acceptance, teaching, somebody teaching me how to drive a bus, getting coaching, getting mentoring to reinforce the skills necessary to drive the bus, whether it be in business, your life, or anything else. So the question shouldn't be, you're either on the bus or under the bus. I'd rather pose a question. Are you driving the bus, or are you a passenger, or are you under the bus? What do you want to be doing? I choose to drive the bus. But what I really choose, because I like speed, I'd rather choose to drive the Ferrari in life. See, when we have an attitude and we recognize speed, we see things in a zone, we're able to make commitments, make decisions, and be able to connect with people differently. You learn to respond versus react. Totally two different things. As I've seen and looked in my own life, I reacted all the time. I still react, but I'm learning to understand how to respond versus direct reaction and not get frozen because of speed. And when we move to this space about serving, what this relates to, we operate differently and create a different rapport with people. Ultimately, everything around us is connected with people, whether it be in business, on our relationships, the communities we work in. So how we take quick to serve from a different perspective changes how we interface with people. We respond. We're empathetic. We're listening. So quick to serve, Q. Pretty deep. We can go off on all sorts of avenues with different attitudes, I guess the best way to say it as well, in this area, quick to serve. Commit and connect. Those that are dominating or are in total control of every aspect of their life, or the best in their profession, whatever the case may be, is they know how to adapt to speed. They know how to adapt to change. They do it quickly. They don't vacillate. They're taking control of the bus. They're driving the bus because they have a clear direction and a vision of where they're at. So today's lesson out of the book, ABCs of Attitude, Get Attitude, Glenn Bill. Hey, someday I hope to have Glenn jump on here. He's in one of our Grow Live Academies groups, and I've seen him live in our group, and hopefully I can have him on a guest, and we can talk from a different perspective of this book. It's a powerful book. I encourage people to get it. So don't mark your calendars for Friday. Mark Rodriguez is coming on. Here he is. Man, that is a picture of greatness, power, strength. Mark Rodriguez. We're going to have fun tomorrow. So turn on your notifications, share this out, tag your friends. 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, noon Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific. Keep in mind, gratitude, one of the most powerful words that you can ever incorporate in your life. Focus on what you do have and what you're grateful for and the gifts you bring to the world. Bring your genius to the world by having an attitude of greatness, having an attitude of love, having an attitude for anything positive. You can make an impact in the world. So gratitude. When we focus on gratitude, the tide of disappointment goes out and the tide of love rushes in. Kristen Armstrong. Just thought I'd close with that. So mark your calendars. See you tomorrow. Mark Rodriguez. We're going to have fun. See you then.